Early morning, October 5th, 1968. The thump of helicopter rotors echoes across the border as two South Vietnamese Air Force King Bee Slicks carry a 9-man MACV-SOG Recon Team deep into Laos. RT Alabama has, quote, won the lottery for this one-way ticket into Oscar 8, one of the deadliest target areas in the secret war. The last dozen recon teams into this sector either took too many casualties to continue or vanished entirely. What they don't know, they're about to collide with an NVA force numbering in the thousands, possibly up to 10,000 soldiers strong, defending a major base complex. MACV-SOG, Military Assistance Command, Vietnam Studies and Observations Group, was America's most classified unit in the war. Officially, it didn't exist. The U.S. denied everything. Teams crossed into Laos and Cambodia on Black Ops missions. No dog tags, no uniforms, indigenous fighters alongside Green Berets. They were on their own if captured. RT Alabama was made up of 3 American Green Berets, Staff Sergeant Jim Stride, codename Bulldog, the team leader, or 10 as they were referred to, Specialist 4th Class Stephen Engelke, the assistant team lead, or 11, and Specialist 4th Class Lynn Black Jr., codename Blackjack, the radio man, or 12. Alongside the Americans were 6 indigenous mercenaries, Lokua, Hoen Nguyen, Doen Van Con, who they called Cowboy, Dun Nguyen, Quang Do, and Quang Nguyen. I apologize if mispronounced any of those names. Inserted by King Bee helicopters, they moved through dense triple canopy jungle, a ridge rising on their right. Around 0800, the world explodes. Hoen Nguyen, the pointman, takes multiple rounds to the chest and body. At the same instant, 10 Stride is hit 3 times in the head, killed instantly. Cowboy, right behind 10, is wounded, taking a round just below the left shoulder. It's an L-shaped ambush, NVA to their front and pouring fire from the ridge to their right. 11 freezes, praying instead of firing. Blackjack grabs the radio. Covey, this is Alabama. 10 is KIA. 11 combat ineffective. I'm taking command. Under blistering fire, they strip the fallen of weapons, ammo, and anything the enemy could use. Blackjack and Cowboy crawl forward, plant a claymore, crawl back, and detonate it, blasting a hole in the line. They fight through the smoke, running for the LZ, dropping more claymores along the way to cover their retreat. Cowboy is hit again, this time taking a round to his side. They split into 2 smaller teams. A team moves while B team covers, leapfrogging back to the LZ. Then, a grenade lands. Blackjack processes it just as it explodes. Luckily, it was a concussion grenade, mostly noise with little damage. The blast hurls him through the air. Pants shredded, ears ringing, but he's alive, legs intact. He keys the radio. Spider, who had taken over as Covey while their previous returned to refuel. I'm declaring prairie fire emergency, the 3 words nobody wanted to hear. It meant one thing. Get us out of here or we're going to die. All available air assets would be diverted to the team's location. Everything took a back seat to the emergency extraction. Here's a recording of audio of a prairie fire being called in.
I got you guys on the ladder, still coming up. No sweat. Ladder left. Check you guys on the right. Take it away. Clear for the right. Clear left, circuit guys. 6400 attention, Victor. Real good to the right. Right. Roger.
First wave, 6 Huey gunships roar in, rockets and M60s ripping the LZ. One tries to land, twice. Ground fire is too intense, they limp away. More King Bees arrive, gunships suppress again. Phantoms scream overhead, dropping napalm that ignites the tree line. Green smoke marks their position, but the NVA lights identical smokes everywhere, sowing confusion. The first King Bee touches down, right over an enemy smoke. Multiple RPGs hit. It teeters, crashes, rotor blades shearing off, nearly taking out Alabama as they rush forward. Second King Bee takes heavy fire, crashes into the valley. 4 attempts, 4 failures. Bugles blare. NVA fix bayonets and charge. RT Alabama holds their fire until they're just feet away, pushing back wave after wave. Between assaults, they low crawl to dead NVA, grab ammo, drag bodies back, building a grotesque cadaver wall for cover. Radio crackles, Jolly Greens, 10 mics out, get ready to go home. The first HH-3E Jolly Green Giants, Air Force Aerospace Rescue and Recovery birds with PJs aboard, their motto, so that others may live. But the NVA closes in throwing more grenades. The recon team returns fire, even catching and throwing the grenades back at the NVA. Two Huey Hogs dive in, MES-60s glowing red, brass casing raining down onto RT Alabama, rockets streaking, the ground erupting with explosions. Then silence, and awkward silence across the hellscape that they were in. More ammo collected, more bodies added to the wall. Cowboy hit again, Blackjack helps patch him up. NVA shouts at them to surrender, Blackjack flips them off. At the same moment, Quang falls to the ground, just hit in the groin by a sniper. Blackjack grabs the AK-47 next to him and lights up the tree, and the sniper falls. While tending him, an A-1E Skyraider screeches through above, releasing napalm canisters into the tree line. Then the familiar thump, thump sound of mortars leaving the tube. Blackjack and Lokwa crawl out. Their plan to assault the mortar positions seemed like a one-way trip. Lok nods. Keat row, we die, eliminating the enemy mortar teams. They make it back as the first Jolly Green JG-28 approaches. Orange signal panel out. Somehow it ends up on the wrong side of the LZ. Enemy fire rips through, severing a fuel line. Second Jolly JG-10 dives in. NVA rocket crews rise from the grass, hit the underbelly. Both engines ablaze. Alabama watches it crash into the jungle. 6 attempts, 6 failures. Covey radios grim news. There's an arc light getting ready to take off and coming their direction. B-52's about to carpet bomb their position with tens of thousands of pounds of bombs. One last chance. JG-32 is hovering west, low on fuel, 20 minutes left. NVA jams their freaks. Cowboy translates the chatter. They ditch the main radio, switch to emergency survival set. JG-32 over. They're there. Close. Blackjack orders, dump non-essentials off the cliff. Run for JG-32. Covey lays fire between them and the bird. Fast movers drop cluster bombs to clear a path. Covey tells them there's too much smoke obstructing the ground. Air assets will have to wait for a window before coming through again. You're looking for a window and I'm looking for a door, thought Blackjack. Under smoke, they break through, stumble into the enemy's main camp. Hundreds of huts, campfires, empty because the NVA is hunting them. There, the PJ and pilot from crashed JG-10. He only time to hoist the pilot out before the bird explodes. They grab both, dash for JG-32. Quang, the tail gunner, goes pale from blood loss. 2 indigenous help him hide in the undergrowth, then run. Jungle penetrator basket drops. Blackjack yells, "Man a gun when you're up, cover us." First load goes. Second, pilot, PJ, wounded Quang. Blackjack runs back for Quang, pistol ready. Quang, knowing capture means torture. Toi Keat, I die. He turns the gun on himself. Racing back to the Jolly Green, Blackjack fights off 2 NVA fake surrendering, grabs an AK barrel, bashes one, backhands the other. Back at the penetrator, 1-1 praying on the ground again. They hoist up, hot brass raining from M60s overhead. Rockets streak past, Blackjack starts sliding off. 1-1 grabs him, holds tight, saving his life. On board, PJs work the wounded. Co-pilot, we're out of here, partner. It's over. Finally over. Debrief is brutal. Desk officers who never cross the fence grill them, forcing reliving every second. Losses hit hard. 1-1's freeze cost firepower. But he saved Blackjack on that hoist. Blackjack walks out with one message: Jolly Green Giants, so that others may live. Emotion breaks through. Tears flow. We're alive today due to all of you. Thank you. RT Alabama fought an NVA division strength force all day. 3 KIA on the team: Jim Bulldog Stride, Ho Nguyen, Quang Nguyen, and Quang Do in some accounts. 19 total servicemen gave everything to bring them home. Aircrew on, crash birds, pilots, PJs, gunners. This is one of the rawest, least known heroic stands in the Secret War. Pick up Lynn Blackjack Black Jr.'s book, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, for the full unfiltered story straight from the man who lived it.